Hey, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Saguaro High School in Scottsdale. Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network. It's play-by-play coverage of SaberCat varsity baseball, and the SaberCats hosting the Vista Grande Spartans as we begin playing game number 2 on the first day of the Scottsdale Spring Training Invitational. And the Vista Grande Spartans are the visitors. Jordan Diaz leads off for the Spartans, and he's got a 3-ball no-strike count now. So the first 3 out of the strike zone, and now the 3-0 pitch. And that's across for a strike, and it's 3-1. Chris Freudenberg starts for the SaberCats. Left-hander appeared in the doubleheader on Saturday in Page. Next one at the knees for a strike, and it's 3-2. As Freudenberg tries to come all the way back here. And he goes to the line in the 3-2. And a swing and a miss. So he does come back to strike out Jordan Diaz. And that's the first out of the Vista Grande first inning. And that'll bring up Patrick Amerson. So Diaz and then Amerson. Omar Porras will bat third and pitch. Jovan Delced, the third baseman, hits cleanup. Again, in the number 5 spot playing shortstop. Joseph Rios starts in right field and bats 6th. Leo Lopez, the catcher, bats 7th. Roy Gonzalez is the 8 hitter. He's in left field. As the pitch is across for a strike, and then the number 9 hitter is the first baseman, Matthew Vasquez. The 1-strike pitch. Bounced in, and it's a ball and a strike. Defensively for Saguaro, Austin Anderson starts in left field. Kyle Young is in center field, and Chris Ackman is in right. John Nimps is the third baseman. Matt Morris plays shortstop. Ben Tingley's at second, and Brandon Demarest starts at first base. As that pitch is across for a strike, and it's 1-2. Sean Edmunds behind the plate for the SaberCats as he catches Chris Freudenberg. The 1-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss. The ball down in the dirt. Edmunds will step in front of the home plate area and throw a strike to first base. So a strikeout, 2-3 on the put out, and there's 2 away for Omar Porras. Two outs, and the base is empty. Just underway, top of the first inning, and the first one to Porras is popped up in the infield. Demarest over there, Tingley, but it's going to be the shortstop coming all the way across to make the catch as Morris puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down inning. We move to the bottom of the first, and Saguaro will come up to face Omar Porras. Austin Anderson in to lead off for Saguaro in the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch bounces in for ball 1. Austin Anderson, then Matt Morris. Chris Ackman will hit third. Brandon Demarest is fourth. Kyle Young fifth. Reed Austin is the DH today. He bats 6th. We'll get you the rest here as the 1-0 pitch is on the way, and that's hit hard out towards second base. Scooped up there, throw low, and it is picked out at first base. So a 4-3 ground out begins the Saguaro first inning, and it will bring up Matt Morris. But the rest of the Saguaro lineup, then John Nimps is at third base batting 7th. Sean Edmunds catches and bats 8th, and Ben Tingley anchors the lineup down at the number 9 spot playing second base. So here's Matt Morris. And Morris takes the first pitch inside for a ball. 1 out, base is empty, bottom of the first inning, no score. Just underway here in the second game of the Scottsdale Spring Training Invitational. Omar Porras to the line of the 1-0. Popped up in the infield, and it's going to be Porras to call for it. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Chris Ackman. Down 2 away in the SaberCat first inning. Just getting going here. The SaberCats come in at 7-3. They're winners of 4 straight after beating Verdigris from Claremore, Oklahoma earlier today. 7-6 the final in that one. And the first pitch to Ackman on the way, and that's high and off the glove of the catcher Lopez as it goes to the backstop. The defense for Vista Grande: Gonzalez, Diaz, and Rios in the outfield. Del Cid and Guillen on the left side of the infield. Emerson and Vasquez on the right, and Lopez catching for Omar Porras. The 1-0 pitch. That's up and in. 2 balls and no strikes. The 1 and the 2-0. That's inside. 3 balls and no strikes. And now the wind and the 3-0. Outside corner a strike, and it's 3-1. As Ackman should get a good pitch to hit here, or I guess if he doesn't, it'll be ball 4. We'll see. Back to the wind and the 3-1. And he does get a good pitch to hit, and he drives it out to right center field. That's going to bounce on a couple of hops and roll up to the fence. Ackman's going to make the turnaround second. He's on his way to third base, and he's up. It's a stand-up triple for Chris Ackman. Now Brandon Demarest for the SaberCats, trying to bring in that runner from third base. No score, playing in the bottom of the first inning. Saguaro playing their second game of the day. It's game 2 out of 5 that they'll play in the next 4 days. Doubleheader today, and then single games tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. The first one to Demarest and a ground ball. That's foul outside of third. Saguaro will play host to Central High School, the Bobcats from Phoenix, tomorrow morning at 9:30. Then they'll host the North Mustangs at noon on Wednesday before the Marcos Teniza Padres come to town on Thursday. A 9:30 game on Thursday morning as Demarest fouls the pitch away, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. And the 0-2 pitch. Outside, well, that just got off the glove, and out at the plate is the call as Ackman is thrown out. And the inning is over. Ball didn't get very far away, and then Porras was a little bit late coming to the plate. But able to get the tag down, and Ackman is out to end the first inning. No runs and a hit for Saguaro after 1. There's no score. Jovan Del Cid leads off for the Spartans in the second and takes a strike at the knees. Del Cid, Guillen, and Rios for the Spartans here in the second inning. A swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. And that's a swing and a miss. Del Cid couldn't catch up with the pitch up out of the strike zone, and that's the first down in the second inning. Third strikeout for Chris Freudenberg. And the batter is Nick Guillen. And Guillen with a swing and a miss for a strike. Vista Grande, the new high school in Casa Grande. The 0-1. Inside corner a strike, and it's 0-2 on Nick Gian. 1 out, bases empty in the top of the second. And a swing and a miss. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that's the second out of the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts for Freudenberg, and now we'll go after Joseph Rios. First one is outside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. And that swung on and missed. It's 1-1. Vista Grande High School just opened, I think, last year. As that pitch is across for a strike, and it's 1-2. They do not have a senior class, so this is a 3-year high school at this point, freshman, sophomore, and junior. They'll have their first senior class next year. And a swing and a miss. 10 pitches to get 3 strikeouts for Freudenberg, and he's got 5 punch-outs now through 2 innings of play, and after an inning and a half, there's no score. Brandon Demarest leads off in the second inning and takes the first pitch outside for a ball. Brandon was at the plate when Ackman was thrown out at the plate to end the first inning for the SaberCats. So Demarest, Young, and Austin for Saguaro in the second. The 1-0 pitch. High with a fastball, and it's 2-0. Boris into the line, the 2-0 pitch. It's upstairs again, 3 balls and no strikes. Boris will try to come back here, the 3-0. Didn't get it there, and it's high and away, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk starts the second inning for Saguaro, and the batter will be Kyle Young. And Young hits a fly ball into shallow left field. Gonzalez coming in, and he's there for the first out. So Young flies out, and the batter will be Reed Austin. Austin, the DH, batting for the pitcher, Chris Freudenberg. And the first one to Austin. And he hits a fly ball pretty well on in center field. Diaz over a couple of steps to his left makes the catch. And that is the second out. So how about that for Omar Porras after a 4-pitch walk to start the inning? 2 pitches and 2 fly ball outs. And now 2 away with the runner at first base for John Nemts. Demarest goes, the pitch a strike, the throw to second base is not in time, so Brandon Demarest steals second. Nips down on the count of strike, but by getting that runner into scoring position, now he's got a chance to knock in a run with a base hit into the outfield as that pitch pops off the glove of the catcher, and now Demarest moves up another base. Now runner at third and 2 away, and a 1-1 count on John Nims. No score in the bottom of the second. Boris with the 1-1 pitch. And a fly ball, shallow center. Diaz coming in, long run. He won't get to it. It drops for a base hit, and John Nips puts Saguaro on the board as he knocks in Brandon Demarest to make it 1-0. An RBI single for John Nips. And the batter is Sean Edmunds. Turn and a throw to first base, and a runner back ahead of the throw. Now Boris steps off. 1-0 Saguaro in the bottom of the second inning. And the first one to Edmunds, high for a ball. Pitch on the outside corner, a strike, and it's 1-1. Runner at first and 2 away. A run in for Saguaro in the bottom of the second. They lead 1-0. Set on the 1-1 as the runner goes, and Edmunds fouls the pitch off at the plate. And so Nips will return to first base. The count now 1-2. Next pitch low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ben Tingley next for Saguaro. The set and the 2-2 as the runner goes. The ball hit on the ground over to third, knocked down by Del Cid. He'll pick it up, throw to first base. Not in time, and then a throw back across the diamond is late. And the SaberCats put runners at the corners. E5 keeps the inning alive. And now Teddy Rubin will run at first base for Sean Edmunds. Two aboard with 2 out. And a run in for Saguaro in the bottom of the second. 1-0 SaberCats. And Ben Tingley trying to make it 2-0 if he can put the ball in play here and perhaps get a ball into the outfield for a base hit. Runner bluffed but did not go, and the pitch fouled back and out of play off the bat of Ben Tingley. Nims at third, Rubin running for Edmunds over at first. The nod, the turn, and they throw to first base, and the runner back. Runner goes, and the pitch on the corner is strike. So Rubin steals second. Tingley takes a strike, and now it's 0-2. Pitch just off the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Saguaro leading 1-0. Porras looking in, now the line and the 1-2. And a ground ball, that one's foul on the third base side, so still a ball and 2 strikes. The wind, another 1-2. And it lifted into center field. Diaz went back. Now he's in a couple and over to his right. And he makes the catch to retire the side. Saguaro gets a run on an RBI single from John Nemps. That was the only hit of the inning. There was also an error and 2 runners left. After 2 innings of play, Saguaro leads Vista Grande 1-0. Bottom third of the order for the Spartans. And the catcher, Leo Lopez, takes a strike on the outside corner. Lopez, Gonzalez, and Vasquez to bat in the third. Next pitch outside, it's 1-1. No more Porras. You only got to put the ball in play for the first 6 hitters. A pop out. And there's a ball hit into right field. So there's one put in play, and that'll be a base hit. First hit and the first base runner of the game for the Spartans as Lopez is aboard at first base. And a swing and a miss for Roy Gonzalez, the left fielder. Step and a throw to first base, and the runner dives back. 1-0 SaberCats. Spartans batting in the top of the third. The 0-1 fouled off. Nothing in 2 to count on Gonzalez. Matthew Vasquez, the first baseman, next for Vista Grande. Snap throw over to first base. That short hops Demarest, but he picked it up. The runner got back ahead of the throw. The 0-2 and a swing and a miss. Might have been a changeup there, and it's strikeout number 6 for Chris Freudenberg. Now Matt Vasquez. First pitch to Vasquez inside for ball 1. The set and the pitch. Off the plate, and it's going to be an out at second base and a throw to first base. Sounded like catcher interference. They roll it around for a 5-4-3 double play. It sounded as though it hit the catcher's glove. Base umpire is saying that the ball hit the plate, and so it sounds as though the play will stand. A 5-4-3 double play will end the inning. After 2.5, it's 1-0 SaberCats. Top of the order for Saguaro in the bottom of the third inning as Austin Anderson is in and ready for the first pitch. It's on the way, and it's a strike. And it's 0-1. Anderson, Morris, and Ackman for Saguaro in the bottom of the third. Austin grounded out his first time up. Porras ready in the 1-strike pitch. That's outside, and it's 1-1. Pretty lengthy discussion between innings as Mr. McKinley, the head coach for Vista Grande, out there and talking for quite a while with the umpires. They gave him some time to talk as that ball bounces through and into right field for a base hit. Anderson takes that big turnaround first base again, but slams on the brakes, and he'll take a leadoff single here in the bottom of the third. I don't know that either one of the umpires was super emphatic that they had it right, and so they did give Coach McKinley a little bit of leeway, let him stay out there and get rid of some of that frustration or anger, I guess. A breaking ball to Matt Morris is outside for a ball. Leadoff hitter aboard in the bottom of the third inning. Saguaro leading 1-0. Turn and a throw to first base, and that throw, I think, went off the glove of the first baseman Vasquez and hit Anderson in the back. Morris popped out to the pitcher, Porras, in the first inning. Runner goes, the pitch inside to throw to second base late. And it's a still on base for Austin Anderson. So SaberCats get a runner in scoring position. 2-0, they count on Matt Morris. Set and the look back to second base, no throw. Now Porras ready, and the 2-0 pitch spins a breaking ball on the inside corner, a strike, and it's 2-1. Saguaro won their first game of the day, beating Verdigris High School from Oklahoma. 7-6 the score in that one, as the SaberCat winning streak hits 4. The next pitch is inside, and it's 3 balls and a strike. A nod from Porras. He looks back and throws back to second base, but the runner, Austin Anderson, in ahead of the tag. Now the check back in the pitch, and a ground ball into the hole at short. Guillen with the play, sets his feet, throws, and it's late at first, and coming around to score is Anderson. That's where, as a shortstop, you want to put that ball in your back pocket, or at the very least, you might fake a throw and then look around to third to see if that runner takes too big of a turn. It goes as an infield single and an RBI for Matt Morris. And he's aboard at first base. With nobody out here, it's a 2-0 Saguaro lead, and the batter, Chris Ackman. And Ackman going to shorten, he'll bunt. And they're going to say that Ackman was hit by the ball out of the batter's box. And so now 1 out with Morris aboard at first base. And Brandon Demarest takes a breaking ball low and away for ball 1. I said an RBI for Morris. He does not get an RBI on that play, as Anderson came around third and scored after the throw went to first base. So no RBI there, but the run in for Saguaro to make it 2-0 SaberCats. breaking ball on the inside corner, a strike, and it's 1-1. One and one the count on Demarest. The set from Porras in the pitch, and that's bounced in. 2 balls and a strike. Brandon walked on 4 pitches his first time up, stole second, went to third on a pass ball, and scored on the base hit from John Nentz. Now Porras ready in the 2-1 pitch. Oh, a huge jump there at Morris gets to second base. As Demarest swung and missed to make it 2-2. But a big jump over there, and in fact, Morris left early. And if Porras had stepped off, would have been able to probably get him in a rundown, if not just throw him out directly at second base. And now that ball smashed into left field for a base hit. Morris going to be waved around. The throw will be cut off and go in towards second base. It's an RBI base hit for Brandon Demarest, and it's 3-0 SaberCats. So the stolen base helps the cause for Saguaro as Morris gets himself to second with a steal, and then on the very next pitch, scores on the base hit. Two runs in for Saguaro in the third. They lead 3-0. One out in the inning with a runner at first, and the batter is Kyle Young. And Young takes a pitch near the outside corner for a strike. Kyle had a fly ball to left field his first time up. The set and the 1-strike pitch. That's bounced in, and it's 1-1. SaberCats will play single games tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday. They'll host Central tomorrow, North High School on Wednesday, and then Marcos Teniza on Thursday. And that'll wrap up the week of play for the Saguaro SaberCats. That pitch down at the feet, thrown actually I think behind Young. And then Demarest got a good read to go to second base on a wild pitch. So 5 games in 4 days this week for Saguaro. Next week they'll play 7 games in 6 days. They'll play Monday through Saturday every day, including a doubleheader a week from Saturday. Check back to second base, the 2-1 pitch. And a breaking ball. That's hit softly out to shallow left field. And Demarest was being waved around, but he let up there and stopped at third base. So Young with a hit. That's the 4th hit of the inning for the SaberCats, and they're 6th in the ball game. And it brings up Reed Austin. Porras ready as Lopez gave him the sign. The first pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Reed Austin had a fly ball out to center field his first time up. 3-0 Saguaro. They lead batting in the bottom of the third. Started with a great day on Thursday in the win over Poston Butte on the road down in Santan Valley. Then a doubleheader sweep of Page in Page on Saturday. And then a tight ball game this morning as Saguaro actually trailed by scores of 2-0 and 4-2 as the pitch is high, I believe. Young steals second base without a throw, and now 2 more in scoring position. But after Saguaro trailed 2-0 and 4-2, they scored 5 times in the 4th inning in the game this morning against Verdigris. Went up 7-4 and held on to win 7-6 as Reed Austin fouls a pitch back, and it's 2 balls and a strike. 2 on and 1 out, 2 runs in for the SaberCats in the third. The 1 and the 2-1 pitch. And a breaking ball. That's hit the other way into shallow right field, and that'll get down in front of Rios. Demarest will score. Young is held. Throw goes to the plate, and the runner will get to second base. The hitter, I should say, Reed Austin. So he gets a good read there. It's an RBI single. Demarest scores to make it 4-0. Young is held at third. The throw from Rios over the head of the cutoff man all the way to the plate. And Reed Austin sees that and gets himself into scoring position at second base. So 2 in scoring position still, another run in. And the batter is John Nentz. Boris works out of the stretch. Here's the set of the first one. And that's fouled off on the first base side, off the netting in front of the Vista Grande dugout. Nips had an RBI single his first time up. That was in the second. Now he's got a chance to maybe knock in a couple more with runners at second and third and only 1 away. For sure looking to get the ball into the outfield to try to get the runner from third base in. The 0-1. That pitch across for a strike, and it's 0-2. Young at third and Austin at second. Now Boris will switch and work out of the windup of the 0-2. And a swing and a miss. They're going to throw down to third base, and the runner gets back. So Nim strikes out for the second out, and the batter is Sean Edmunds. Four nothing SaberCats. And that ball hit out of the center field. That'll get in for a base hit. Young will score. Austin being waved around. He'll score. It's a 2-run single for Sean Edmunds, rather. And it's a 5-run third inning, and Saguaro leads 6-0. Edmunds coming off for a courtesy runner. It's Teddy Rubin again running at first base. And the batter is Ben Tingley. Tingley, the 9th man to come to the plate for Saguaro in the third inning. He takes the first one outside for ball 1. 6 hits in the inning for Saguaro. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ledger for the Vista Grande Spartans, through 3 innings, they have 1 hit, but that runner erased on a double play. And that ball lifted out to left field. Gonzalez going back. This will get over his head and bounce and go to the fence. Rubin will be waved around third base. He's going to score without a throw. And it's an RBI double for Ben Tingley. And now time called as Lopez goes out to talk to Boris. It's a 6-run third inning for Saguaro. They lead 7-0. Vista Grande going to appeal that the runner missed third. And the runner did not miss third according to the umpires, and so the play continues as Austin Anderson bats for the second time in the third. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. 7-0 Saguaro hitting in the bottom of the third. The set of the 1-0. And a ground ball hit to the right side. That's picked up there, and a throw to first base. Just in time to get the final out as Anderson is thrown out 4-3 on the ground out. And the SaberCats send 10 to the plate in the third inning, and they score 6 times. And after 3 innings of play, Saguaro leads Vista Grande 7-0. Jordan Diaz leads off for the Spartans here in the fourth. And the first pitch at the knees for a strike. Diaz, Emerson, and Porras for the Spartans in the fourth inning. The 0-1. Fouled out of play. Now the 0-2. Fastball outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Diaz struck out back in the first inning. And the 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a foul tip into the glove. Strike 3, and that's the first out in the fourth. Strikeout number 7 for Chris Freudenberg. I mentioned Freudenberg made his first appearance of the season on Saturday. 2 innings of relief in Page in game number 2 of the doubleheader. 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, no runs allowed. And the first one to Emerson misses for ball 1. 7-0. Saguaro leads. The 1-0 pitch. And a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. That's inside. 2 balls and a strike. And the pitch a little bit low. Three and 1 the count on Emerson, who struck out back in the first. The 3-1 pitch. And a ground ball to short. Morris gets it. And he'll flip it easy to first base. And that's in time. Some changes for the SaberCats. Daniel Ackman is now in center field. And Mike Benson is playing first base. There may be others, but those are the two we can see right away here. Now Omar Porras with the bases empty and 2 outs. And there's a ball hit into center field for a base hit. A 2-out single for Omar Porras, and the batter is Chauvin Del Cid. A swing and a miss for Del Cid for strike 1. Got a courtesy runner over at first base as Darryl Stewart is running for Porras. Step and a throw to first base, runner back. 7-0, Saguaro leads. Vista Grande batting in the top of the fourth. And a swing and a miss. It's already there, it looked like, and the count is 0-2. And a pitch fouled back to the backstop. We stay at no balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs and a runner at first base in the top of the fourth. Game 2 for the Saguaro SaberCats on the first day of the Scottsdale Spring Training Invitational. The 0-2. Bounced in, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now Freudenberg had faced the minimum through 3 2/3. Porras, his courtesy runner Stewart running over at first base might break that trend unless they can erase him from the bases. And another one off the handle, that's fouled off. We stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Saguaro scored 6 times on 7 hits in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And they have opened up what was a close ball game after the first couple of innings anyway. It was 1-0 after 2, but now 7-0 after 3. And still there in the 4th. And a swing and a miss for Dulcet. He strikes out. And that is the 7th strikeout for Freudenberg. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Saguaro leads Vista Grande 7-0. Matt Morris in the box and ready to start the bottom of the 4th inning for Saguaro, and he takes outside for ball 1. Chris Ackman will follow, and then I would expect it'll be Benson to hit. As the breaking ball is across for a strike, and it's 1-1. We've seen changes for Saguaro before, especially when they're wholesale, just a bunch of changes up and down the lineup, and when it is, they typically go position for position on the substitutions. That ball down the line and a fair ball. Morris going to come around first, and he'll get into second base ahead of the throw. A leadoff double for the SaberCats in the 4th. And the batter is Chris Ackman. And Ackman laces one into center, but that hangs up in time, or long enough anyway, for Diaz to get there. And so 1 away for Michael Benson. Breaking ball looked like that almost got Benson's jersey sleeve there. But ball is the call. Runner at second with 1 out. Bottom of the 4th inning. Saguaro leading 7-0. And the next pitch outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Turn back and a throw to second base. That one nearly goes into center field as, yeah, the shortstop's a little bit tardy getting back there. Or wasn't expecting the throw, one or the other. A run in the 2nd and 6 in the 3rd for the SaberCats. And that ball foul out of play on the right side, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The check back to second base. And Porras steps off. Now the nod from Porras as he looks back to second. The 2-1 pitch. That's low, and it's 3 balls and a strike. Benson batting for the first time in today's game, and a line drive into center field. That's down for a base hit, and it's off the center fielder, and that'll allow Morris to come around, and he'll score to make it 8-0. Now Daniel Ackman with a runner at first and one out, a run in. First pitch high for ball one. The set and the 1-0 pitch from Porras. And the pitch a called strike. It's 1-1. Benson at first base with the lead. One out in the bottom of the fourth. And a line drive back up the middle. That's into center field. Benson will stop at second base. Third hit of the inning for the SaberCats. And Chris Freudenberg going to get a chance to bat here for himself. And time called from the Vista Grande dugout. We play in the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 8-0 SaberCats. Two aboard with one out after the timeout. Freudenberg rolls one slowly to the right side. The only play is to first base, and the out recorded. So 4-3 ground out. The runners move up a base apiece, and now two in scoring position with two outs for John Nemts. First one on the way. Nemts offers, and that is strike one. John with an RBI single in the second. He struck out in the third. 8-0 Saguaro heading in the bottom of the fourth inning. And a fly ball out to right field, and coming on, that's going to get down for a base hit and get past the right fielder. Nim's going to start the track meet here, and he's going to come around to third base. The throw to third is not in time, and it's a two-run triple for John Nimps, and the SaberCats lead 10-0. A three-run fourth inning for Saguaro. The batter will be Sean Edmunds. And the pitch off the glove. They got a chance. They throw a little bit off the mark, and the run is in as Nimp scores on a passed ball. Well, he hesitated at least twice going down the line before finally letting it go and getting himself to home plate. A four-run fourth inning for the SaberCats. The 1-0 pitch. Looked pretty good. Call the ball. And the 2-0 pitch. That's high. 3 balls and no strikes. And the pitch misses for ball 4. So Edmunds walks, and he's aboard for the 3rd time. And the batter will be Ben Tingley. The first pitch bounced in for a ball. 11-0 SaberCats, bottom of the 4th inning. Spartans have a pitcher ready in the bullpen as the pitch misses 2-0. This is, would guess, more than likely the last hitter for Porus. Porus will get back up there. And a 2-0 inside. 3 balls and no strikes. 7 in a row out of the strike zone now for Porus. Running out of gas here as he's allowed 11 runs, 13 base hits. And that's ball 4, and I'm sure that's going to do it here for Porus as Tingley walks. Edmunds goes to second. Coach McKinley coming out of the Spartan dugout, and that'll do it for Porus. We play in the 4th. SaberCats lead 11-0. So Jimenez on to pitch for the Vista Grande Spartans. 2 aboard and 2 outs. A 4-run 4th inning for Saguaro. And the batter is Teddy Rubin as he hits, I believe, for the first time this season. First pitch is strike. The 0-1 hit on the ground, and that's going to sneak through and get into left field. Runner will be waved around third base and score. It's an RBI single. And then as the throw gets past the cutoff man, it's going to allow the SaberCats to move up another base each. So Edmunds scores. Tingley to third and Rubin to second as, again, Teddy got the RBI single. It's a 5-run 4th inning. It's 12-0 Saguaro. And the batter is Matt Morris. That ball bounced in, but blocked by Lopez. The 1-0 to Morris. Outside, 2 balls and no strikes. The set from Jimenez in the 2-0. That's bounced in, 3 balls and no strikes. Chris Ackman next for Saguaro, the 3-0. That's outside. It's a 4-pitch walk to Matt Morris. And Now Chris Ackman bats with the bases loaded. Tingley at third, Rubin at second, Morris at first. And the first one fouled back and out of play. Ackman 1 for 3, had a triple back in the first inning. The 0-1. That's a cross for a strike, and it's 0-2. And now time called. And the 0-2. A breaking ball. Ackman goes up to get it. Tomahawks it out to left center field. It's going to bounce and go to the fence. And then it'll clear the bases for the SaberCats. Chris will stop at second base. It's a 3-run double. And it's 15-0. Michael Benson with the runner at third and 2 away. A runner at second, I beg your pardon, and 2 away. And a breaking ball bounced in there. Jimenez sets, looks back to second to 1-0. And that's lifted out to left field, and that's down in front of the left fielder. Picked up nicely there. Kind of a do or die from the left fielder. But Gonzalez able to pick it up on the short hop. And now Ackman goes to third. Benson, that's Chris Ackman at third, Benson at first, and Daniel Ackman bats for Saguaro. Jimenez has been greeted rudely by the SaberCats after coming in to relieve Omar Porras. He's given up a single, a walk, a double, and a single. Pitch misses for ball 1. Tough line for Omar Porras, the starting pitcher for the Spartans, as that pitch is bounced in. It'll get away, but the runner's not going anywhere now with the score 15-0. But Omar Porras unofficially for the Spartans, the starting pitcher, 3 2/3 innings, 13 hits allowed, 13 runs all earned, 3 walks and a strikeout. He threw 83 pitches. Pitch off the glove there as it's low and away, and it's 3-0. Saro has put the reins on here with a 15-0 lead. That's a couple of chances where they might have been able to get another run. SaberCats are going to win their 5th straight. Pitch across for a strike, and not only are they going to win their 5th, they're going to win 5 games in a matter of 5 days. They got a win on Thursday. They won 2 in Page on Saturday, and now a couple of wins here today. And a ground ball out to shortstop will finally end the inning as Benson is forced 6 unassisted off the fielder's choice from Daniel Ackman. And Saguaro sends 13 to the plate in the 5th inning. They score 8 times and lead 15-0. Yeah, several changes here as we start the top of the 5th inning. And a swing and a miss for a strike. Dixon in as the pinch hitter for Vista Grande. And Teddy Rubin on to pitch the 5th inning for the SaberCats. A breaking ball off the shoulder, and he'll go to first base. So Dixon aboard. So Rubin on to pitch. Freudenberg goes to center field. And Ackman moves from center field to left field. And Alan Madsen has taken over in right field for Saguaro. Now Santos will pinch hit for Joseph Rios. And a swing and a miss for strike one. (15-0) Saguaro. SaberCats trying to get the final 3 outs here in the 5th inning. And a swing and a miss for a strike. It's 0-2. Saguaro will host the Central High Bobcats tomorrow morning at 9:30 in day 2 of the Scottsdale Spring Training Invitational. And a breaking ball across for a strike as it freezes Santos, and that's out number 1 in the 5th inning. Chris Freudenberg for Saguaro, the starter, went 4 innings, allowed 2 hits, no runs, no walks. He had 7 strikeouts. So good outing for Freudenberg. And a swing and a miss for another pinch hitter is Michael Cordiano. Runner goes, the ball bounced in. The throw down to second base is late, and it's a stolen base for Dixon. And the ball popped up, fouled out of play, and the count's 1-2. 1 on, 1 out. In the top of the 5th inning, Vista Grande trailing Saguaro 15-0. SaberCats about to go 8-3 on the season. Again, winning their 5th straight. And breaking ball is a called 3rd strike, and there's 2 away. And another pinch hitter. John Charnicki will bat. So 4 straight pinch hitters. And Charnicki swings and misses for strike 1. Spartans down to their final out here in the 5th. And time called. The set and the pitch as the runner takes off. The ball bounced in. It's going to come over to the near side, and the runner thought about it, but didn't make a good turn around third base, so he's got to stay put there. It is a stolen base. And the count now a ball and a strike. It's warming up here. Supposed to be in the upper 80s and into the 90s, I think, just about all week. The 2-1. And that's foul back to the screen. Two balls and two strikes on John Charnicki, representing the final chance here for the Spartans. The 2-2 is a breaking ball, and it just missed for ball 3, 3-2. The set from Rubin and the 3-2. And that's fouled off. Charnicki stays alive. And another 3-2. Breaking ball is low, and that's ball 4. So Charnicki will move to first base as he walks. And the pitcher Jimenez will bat. Well, Saguaro in a spot where they did play 2 games on Saturday, playing their second game today, and they've got single games Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And so it's something they're accustomed to, hosting this tournament the last several years, but they've got to really manage the pitching. As the runner goes, the throw is not in time at second base. Second runner in scoring position for the Spartans. The 1-0. Low for ball 2. It's 2-0. Anyway, the SaberCats are going to call on some position guys to chew up some innings here and there where they can. And ball hit down the right field line, but foul. That would have brought in 2 for the Spartans. But instead a foul ball, and the count's 2-1. The set and the pitch. And that's hit into shallow right center. That's going to get down for a hit. 1 run will score. Freudenberg's throw to the plate is late, and it's a 2-run single for Jimenez, and it's 15-2. Yeah, Jordan Diaz, the leadoff hitter for the Spartans. Popped up, first base side, that's out of play. Runner bluffed but did not go, and the breaking ball is inside. It's 1-1. Saguaro with a run in the bottom of the second, and they scored six times in the third, and did even better in the fourth, scoring 8 times in the fourth inning. Vista Grande with 2 runs here in the top of the 5th to make it 15-2. The fastball is high, 2-1. Runner bluffs again, but does not go. The pitch high, and it's 3-1. Diaz has struck out twice. Spartans, after 2 were out, though, got a walk from Charnicki, and then Jimenez with a 2-run single. And a pitch near the outside corner, a called strike, and it's 3-2. So now Jimenez will take off from first base. And a 3-2. And a high chopper. Ruben back to get it. He'll step, throw it to first base. And that's in time. And the side is retired. And that will do it in the ball game, as the Saguaro SaberCats beat Vista Grande by a final score of 15-2. And the totals in on the ball game for Vista Grande: 2 runs on 3 hits. They commit 1 error, and they leave 2 runners on base. For Saguaro, 15 runs on 16 base hits, no errors. The SaberCats leave 5 on base. Freudenberg gets the win for Saguaro, and the SaberCats improve to 8-3 on the season. Vista Grande drops to 3-3, and Saguaro will be back at it on Tuesday, tomorrow morning, 9:30. Saguaro will host the Central Bobcats, and that'll be it. We'll be back for that one tomorrow morning. And again, our final, Vista Grande falls to Saguaro 15-2. From Saguaro High School in Scottsdale, Todd Garbison for Southwest Sports Network saying so long, and we'll talk to you tomorrow morning.